beware, beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. First and foremost, I want to thank all the great people of Cahokia. And we had a great crowd out there. Somebody said, well, Bob, I wish you'd have had it on a Saturday. You know, 10 o'clock on a Wednesday is not a good time to get a good crowd out. But I'll tell you what, there was one hell of a good crowd out there, and they were sweating. They were sweating not to the oldies, but they were sweating to the crazy, me. They were out there in support, not of me, but of getting control and bringing back real freedoms to the people of St. Clair County. And I want to salute each and every person that was out there in Cahokia. Great village. Well, it was a great village, but hell, I about passed out. It was over 100 degrees. Somebody said, you sounded bad, Bob. You sounded weak. Hell, I was lucky to be talking at all. It was probably 110 in the shade. But I want to salute all the good people. A lot of them, most of them, members of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, the Cahokia division. And we're going to have freedom coalitions out in Mascoutah, a Mascoutah division, a Lebanon division, a St. Laborie division, Washington Park, East St. Louis division. It's catching on, people. You guys listen to me, and I'm half nuts. But that's what it's going to take. It's going to take crazy to get this country back to normal, because these crazy bastards have been acting crazy forever. Nobody wants to act crazy against them. Nobody wants to take the bull by the horn. Bob Romanik is going to take the bull by the horn. The St. Clair County Freedom Coalition co-chairs, Roger Cook, Carl Officer, they're going to take the bull by the horn. And, you know, maybe we lose this at the end of the day. But when you don't get into the race, you never stand the chance of winning. You never. And I don't care what kind of race, what kind of business, Bob Romanik's in for the long haul. Now, I've lost a lot of political fights. Doesn't make any difference. You're never a loser unless you're a quitter, and I'll be damned. Anybody that knows this crazy son of a bitch knows I'm not a quitter. Roger Cook's not a quitter. Carl Officer's not a quitter. Most of you good people out there listening aren't quitters. So let's get off our lame asses, including me. Let's get together and let's fight the fight. We don't have anything to lose, people. All we have is something to gain. But what we can't do, and I'm probably going to piss off some people, some political people, there's a lot of great, decent Republicans. You guys can't bicker about every little thing. We have to look at the big picture. We're trying to unite the Democrats, Republicans, independents to get rid of this culture of corruption. Now it's like a guy, hey, I got a seat on the bus for you, buddy. We're driving you to St. Louis, and you're going to get $1 million. He gets on the bus. Hey, this seat's dirty. I don't give a damn if there was cow crap on that seat. I'm sitting in the cow crap going to get my $1 million. And that's the situation here in St. Clair County. All you good Republicans, talk to your committeemen, talk to your leaders. Tell them they don't need. They have to join with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition if they ever want to have a voice in St. Clair County government. It's maybe not a perfect situation, but it's a situation that's needed. it's a situation that's called for, because I'm going to tell you people, and I'm not being dramatic. I've been in politics 50 years in this godforsaken county. If the Democratic organization, and we've got them on the run, if they win in 2016, I told the good people in Cahokia, they'll win. God Sprague will be in charge again. You don't think he'll give Curtis McCall the big hammer to destroy all the good people in Cahokia, in Centerville Township, primarily black? God Sprague will do whatever Curtis McCall says, because God Sprague's making $250,000 is the township supervisor's attorney in Centerville. He's going to be making another $250,000 is the attorney for Curtis McCall Jr. in Cahokia. That's $500,000. You don't think Curtis McCall will get anything he wants? So we have to. Same way with the people in Belleville, in East St. Louis. If the St. Clair County culture of corruption wins in 2016, we're all screwed. I guarantee you, all throughout this county. And all the Republicans, you guys know that. There's some great Republicans. But you guys got to remember. You got to remember. You got to get your foot in the door. And I don't want to sound disrespectful, I guess that's the word. But beggars can't be choosers. And I just use that analogy. Republicans, there's a chance now not to bring the Republican Party in power, but bring the people in power. To get some Democrats, some Republicans. Let's get back to a true two-party system, because when there's a true two-party system, everybody benefits. Everybody. So please, you Republicans, even if you're just a Republican voter, talk to your committeemen, talk to your leaders. Tell them it's time. Now's the time. The St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, we're going to have the money. We're going to have the resources we need. We just need everybody that's tired of this crap that's going on in St. Clair County. Democrats, independents, Republican, men, women, black, white, we don't care. We need to unite. And I said it day in and day out. If we get everybody uniting, philosophically, there's no membership card, as Roger Cook said. There's no membership card. It's a philosophical thing. We all need to say, hey, this is what we have to do. We have to follow the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, because they're right. They're going to have some Democrats on the ballot, going to have some Republicans, independents. They're going to have some men, some women, some black, some white, some from the outer county, and some from the inner city. How more diverse can you get than that? And that's what we're preaching. That's what I've been preaching for the last 3 or 4 years. And now the ship has been built. The ship is going to be christened here shortly. The ship's got to make the successful voyage to 2016, and that's get rid of this culture of corruption. I've talked with many, many Democrats who listen to me. Bob Romanik, you're an ignorant son of a bitch, and I thank them for it. Hell, that's probably the nicest thing people say about me. But they say, you're right. I'm not voting for these bastards Democrats anymore. Said, I'm not going to let them okey-fadoke me. I'm not going to let them come up to me, and this is their standard spiel. You got to be a Democrat. Your mama was a Democrat. Your daddy was a Democrat. Your grandpappy was a Democrat. My father was a true Democrat. And I say, if he saw what went on today in his Democratic Party, he'd be rolling over in his grave. This is not the Democratic Party of the past. This is a bunch of no-count, lousy bastards who got leadership, who got control of the Democratic Party, and all they're concerned about is themselves. Now, you proud black people in East St. Louis, we're going to be down there trying to get some candidates elected. We didn't want to be, and I'm part of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. It was a civic group, but it's got to get past that civic group, because civically, we can only get rid of these bastards by playing politics. So they backed us to the wall. And that's what the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition is going to do. They're going to have to come out. They're going to have to support some Democrats, some Republicans, some black, some white, men, women. But that's what it's going to take, people. Never before in 40 years, 50 years, has there ever been this opportunity not to elect a bunch of Republicans, not to let the Republicans take over, but to elect qualified, independent people. They're going to be out there fighting for you. when you go up to the courthouse, it's not going to be, hey, did you vote for me? Are you a Democrat? If not, you're going to get screwed. Oh, you're a Republican? I'm going to give you this. The hell with the Democrats. It's going to be people with independent thinking minds, decent people. And it's a shame in a county like St. Clair, smaller counties, that there has to be partisan politics. You've heard me before. At the national level, there's differences in foreign policy. There's difference in economic situations. There's total different philosophical disagreements. But in a county like St. Clair, Madison, if you're the Democratic coroner, and I've said it before, somebody has to die, and when they do, you walk up and you say, this person's dead. Life ceased at whatever time they sign off. If you're the Republican coroner, you're going to say the same thing. There's no political differences in the county levels, but they want to make you think there is. Let's get past party politics in St. Clair County, in Madison County, in Clinton County, in Washington County. Let's quit playing. Let's quit playing all the bull crap. Let's do what we need to do. Let's elect people that are qualified, who have maybe a PhD, maybe a lawyer, maybe a doctor, an accountant. Let's get those kind of titles elected. Qualified people. Let's don't get a D or an R or an I. What crazy ignorant son of a bitch would vote for somebody just because they got a D because they're a Democrat? Oh, you're a Democrat? Hey, I'm going to let you fly my plane. Are you qualified? Democrats say, hell no, I ain't. But that's okay. I'm a Democrat. It's the same way with these elected positions. Give a damn about being a Democrat. And people, you've had that pushed through you for all these years in St. Clair County, a very strong political county. You got to vote Democrat. You got to vote Republican. No, you don't. In this day and age, we must vote for the person that's qualified. We don't give a damn if there's an R behind there. I don't care if there's a 0 behind his name or her name. If they can do what needs to be done, that's who we need to elect. That's what the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition's about, and that's what everybody in St. Clair County ought to unite. And again, if we take everybody that's been screwed by these bastard Democratic officials, and I use that term very, very loosely, if we go out and support candidates that are qualified against these bastards that aren't qualified, we win this election 5, 6, 7 to 1. Because for every person that they've helped, they've let 100, 200, 300, 400 go by the wayside. All they care about, get those committeeman jobs. Every committeeman that's a vote producer, you check St. Clair County. You check the Democratic rolls. Any Democratic committeeman that's a vote producer has a public job, has a political job. Now, you people don't have it out there. Now, your committeeman will say, hey, come out and vote for this guy. The committeemen don't even like these politicians. But their jobs, you hear me, not yours, their jobs are on the line. Hey, I want to get a few of this public service. We couldn't do it the last couple of days. Hey, it was windy as hell out there. I've got my voice back. I don't have my sense back, but that's okay. Don't forget, August the 9th, 1 o'clock p.m. at the Righteous Pig Barbecue, 124 East Main in Belleville. Bill Furness, the best Johnny Cash tribute artist ever. And I think what we're going to do, I've talked with Roger Cook, and he'll have to coordinate it and lead it, but I suggested, and I think it's a good idea, that we're going to have a free concert, maybe at Fisher's at the end of the month, and have Bill Furness, have a little rockabilly guy, maybe have a jazz and blues guy, and bring everybody out that wants to hear more about the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. I'll have to get with Roger. I know he's been busy. He runs all around. He's trying to coordinate. This man's doing all this for nothing, people. Well, it's costing, but it's costing him gas, time, and effort. But I tell you, I talked with Roger yesterday in Cahokia, and that man is as committed to getting fair and honest politics in St. Clair County as I should be committed to Alton. So I got to tell you, and that's a good part. Silent auction, dessert auction. I got to be there. Walk to end Alzheimer's. That's going to be August the 1st. It's going to be at the Swick Sam Wolf Granite City campus, 4950 Maryville Road in Granite City. It'll be August the 1st. Doors open at 6 o'clock p.m. Trivia starts at 7, $15 per person. So if you want to go out and help those good people, you can contact 931-3999. The O'Fallon Underwater Rescue and Recovery Team. We want to salute you guys. Nobody ever thinks about you. Nobody wants to support you. But if we need you, we want to know where the hell you're at. They can only be there with our help, people. So the O'Fallon Underwater Search and Recovery Team, they're going to have a fundraiser Saturday, August the 8th, 2015. They're going to be barbecuing. It will start at 8 o'clock a.m. and continue until everything is sold out. It's going to be held at the Knights of Columbus parking lot in O'Fallon, Illinois. They're going to have great barbecue and sides. It will help fund their activities that support the St. Clair County community. So we want to salute. We want to salute the O'Fallon Underwater Search and Recovery Team, and hopefully you guys will come out there and support them. The band Wilderness, they're doing their reunion dance concert August the 9th, Sunday at the VFW Hall in Waterloo from 3 to 7 p.m. Food's available. Special guest star Scott Harris of Where's Charlie, I guess that's a band of the past, is doing the opening set. Then comes All the Oldies that the band performed in 1968. All the proceeds will benefit the Monroe County History Museum in memory of Deb Johnson. Convoy for Hope, Molly Eckerson, 417-300-5432. They're going to be holding a community celebration in O'Fallon, Illinois on Saturday, August the 15th at O'Fallon Park. These people give food, they give clothes, they give money to just about everybody. So what a great event. If you need more information, you can contact Nick Sipos at 618-979-0915. Back to School Fair, school supply giveaway. Saturday, August the 1st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. while supplies last at Wesley Memorial United Methodist Church in Festus, Missouri. They're going to give out hot dogs, water, soda, shoes, anything to do with school supplies. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact the beautiful lady, Pam Roth. It's 636-937-5854. Last but certainly not least, the concert for our wounded vets and warriors. The concert will be Saturday, August the 8th. It will be held at the Edwardsville American Legion Post 199 in Edwardsville, Illinois. Tickets are $15. 50% of the donations will go to the national headquarters of the American Legion, and the other 50% will be donated to the Wounded Warriors. So if you can get a hold of Mike Bartow at 618-660-5686, we would certainly appreciate it. Sipes and Taste at 618. It's the old Taste of Southern Illinois, I think the gentleman told me. It's coming up, going to be a great event. August the 14th and 15th, Friday and Saturday at the Community Park in Shiloh, Illinois. They're going to have a sample fare from all the local restaurants. They're going to enjoy live music, cold refreshments. Rogers and Niehaus will be playing Friday. Saturday, Starlifter and the Smash Band. The Smash Band will be at Shiloh in the Community Park in Shiloh. The Smash Band will be there Saturday from 7:30 to 10:30 p.m. This is where all the restaurants in the area get together, and you get tickets, I guess, and you go and you can taste a little bit of all the food. But it's going to be a great event. It's August the 14th and 15th in Shiloh, Illinois, so if you guys can make it out there, please do. There's not a telephone number here, or I'd give it to you, but it's going to be at the Community Park in Shiloh, Illinois. It's the Sips and Taste at 618, August the 14th and 15th, and we'll talk about it more as time goes on. The Boy Scouts in Missouri, they're going to have a barbecue. It's going to be located at Overweiss Ice Cream and Dairy Store, located at 4590 Telegraph Road in South County. It's going to be Saturday, August the 15th, rain or shine, from 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. So if you want to go out and help the Boy Scout troops from Missouri, please do. Seems like it's going to be a good time. Bob Mentz, the Assistant Scoutmaster, thank you very much for the information. On this date, July the 30th, 1729, the city of Baltimore was founded in Maryland. On this date, July the 30th, 1863. Now get this, President Lincoln issued an eye-for-eye order to shoot a rebel prisoner for every black prisoner shot. That's a little morbid. On this date, and that goes to show you, President Lincoln a great president. Was he perfect? I don't know. If he's saying shoot every time they shoot a black prisoner, shoot a white rebel, might not be right, might not be wrong, but we have to forgive and forget the past, people. Always. You can forgive and forget the past. July the 30th, 1898, cornflakes was invented by Will Kellogg. Unlike the political flakes, who I think they came from underneath a rock, crawled from underneath a rock. July the 30th, 1909, the first military plane was delivered to the United States Army by the Wright brothers. It cost $31,250. On this date, July the 30th, 1956, the motto of the United States, "In God We Trust," was authorized on all U.S. currency. On this date, July the 30th, 1974, 3 articles of impeachment were voted against President Nixon by the House Judiciary Committee. Nixon resigned before he could be impeached. Smart move. That's what happened on this date, July the 30th, throughout all these years in our world's history. Don't forget, pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper of Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com. One word, common spelling, to pick up all 3 of our great stations. You can like us on Facebook at KQQZ 1190 AM or our sister station, the best in the golden oldies of 50s and 60s, at KZQZ 1430 AM. You can hear my repeat performance every day, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock p.m., and also now at the stroke of midnight every Monday through Friday. You can hear another repeat performance at midnight. I'm broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. I'll tell you, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to come back. Roger Cook just walked in. I want to talk about La Nina Cason down in East St. Louis. I want to talk about the St. Clair County State's Attorney. Now, get this, people. They're going to have a class on public trust and government ethics, a training course. Now, if you got to train these ignorant, stupid, no good son of a bitches, they shouldn't be there in the first place. And we're going to talk about it right after this break. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, and proud to be your First Amendment and all-American station. Radical radio at its finest, and we are proud, and we stand tall. You hear me? Stand tall to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. I'll tell you, people, wise up. Wise up. All I am is the voice. I'm the voice of me, but I'm also the voice of you and every American out there that's fed up. We don't have to drink together. We don't have to hang together. We don't have to be the best of friends. But let's respect each other and let's understand how serious this situation is. We've got a chance in St. Clair County, people, Democrats, Republicans, Independents. So let's don't let a little bit of differences screw up this train that's traveling to victory in 2016. You got a caller? Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Bob?
Yes, sir.
Harold Knuth from Mesquite.
Harold, how the heck are you doing? Hey, did you hang up on me or did I hang up on you?
I think you hung up on me, sir, but it could have happened either way. I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding you. Hey, Harold, you really nice people in Mascoutah. I've been through there a few times, going through New Memphis. What a clean town. What a nice town. And I want to salute you and Greg, you guys out there in Mascoutah. You're putting together something similar to a county or state fair, aren't you, Harold?
You bet. It was always much bigger than the county fair, but the state fair is much bigger than we are, but they get more money than we ever got.
Why did we never heard about it? I've been in St. Clair County all my life. Now, this is the first I've heard about it, but we've got a great listening audience, Harold. Let's tell them what's going on. Let's get a great crowd out to Mascoutah this weekend.
Well, we start tonight with the Horsorama show out in the farm area, and the 4-H kids they bring their projects in to be judged tonight, tomorrow. Then Friday we started. They got the poultry show tomorrow. They got the rabbit show on Friday. The food stands open up at 5 o'clock. At 5:15 they got the fashion. The 4-H people's got the fashion show, and then they got the 4-H public speaking contest. And then they got the State Fair Winners Award ceremony at 6 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock they got the swine show. And at 7 o'clock the truck pull starts. And from 7 to 11 up in the pole barn is the Cactus Moon Band.
Great band, Harold. Great band. And
from 7 to 11 o'clock the Hillbilly Authority plays up at the main area at the depot. And then on Saturday, starting at 7:30 p.m., they got the beef and dairy, sheep and goat show. And at 9 o'clock, they got the Heritage Museum opens up across the Canoth Bridge over in the log house. And at 10:30, all the food stands open up. And 1 to 4, they got ride matinees up in the front area. And from 3 to 4:30, they got a nonstop entertainment at the pole barn. And from 5, at 5 o'clock, we have the parade on Saturday night. And from 6 to 7 o'clock, we got the Crescendos. That's an old band that was started by a high school band by the name of Gary Mackey. He was the band director way back then. And they started a band, and the kids played in like Panorama and places like that.
Right.
In the early 60s, and they're going to come back and play free from 6 to 7, and they play the nursing homes today and tomorrow. They play with the nursing homes, and they got a class reunion on Saturday night. They play at the class reunion at Panorama, and from 6:30 to 10:30, they got the Night Riders out at the pole barn, and at 7 o'clock they got the pole and weight tractor pull. And 7:30, they got the 4-H livestock auction out at the new Ag building. And from 7:30 to 11:30, they got the Rough Riders up on the stage. So we're filled up all the time. And then Sunday, let's say it's at 7 a.m. in the morning, they got the bicycle rides. And from 7 to 10:30, they got the Moose has the breakfast back there in the park. And 10:30, the Super Showman contest. I don't know what to do that was. But,
Harold, let me stop you. You've got me wore out, and I ain't even walked that. That sounds bigger than the Illinois State Fair. And Harold, let me tell you, we're pushing it through the radio station. We're going to advertise it until Sunday because we want to do that as a public service because that is going to be great for everybody. Mascoutah's not far from Belleville. That's going to be great. I guess you guys are welcoming everybody out to Mascoutah this weekend, right?
Absolutely. We always run one of the cleanest affairs probably in southern Illinois.
Well, I'll tell you, I talked to Greg yesterday, and what great guys, all of you great people in Mascoutah are for taking the time to doing something for the community, not just the community of Mascoutah, but the community of St. Clair County and surrounding counties. So, Harold, I'll tell you what, the radio station is going to be out there Saturday. We're going to bring a lot of people, and I guarantee you with the advertising, with what the great job you people are doing, let's try to make this one of the biggest affairs in southern Illinois for years to come.
Well, I really appreciate that. I always say that, when you put good things on, good things happen, so, and all of our money goes back into the park system, and it's always something for the people to enjoy here in Mascoutah.
Harold Knopf, thank you very much, sir. Tell Greg, our buddy, we said hi. The radio station will see you guys out there on Saturday. People, you heard Harold. What a great time starting tonight through Sunday. Get out there. If you missed the county fair, this is going to be bigger and better. Harold Knopf, thank you very much, sir. What great people out there in Mascoutah. This is going to take over for the fair that the St. Clair County politicians apparently ran out of town. So, seriously, they're going to have, they say the parade is one of the longest parades ever. All you people in the listening area, if you can make it out over the weekend, I think you'll be doing yourself, your children, your family a favor. It's a great area. It's a safe area. So, it's going to be in Mascoutah starting the night. So, get out there sometime this weekend. And again, Harold and Greg from out at Mascoutah, thank you guys very much for taking the time, the opportunity to try to give back to the community. I see here, St. Clair County State's Attorney's Office in connection with Southwestern Illinois College. Listen, people, a free training course. There's nothing free. We're paying for it. Somebody's paying for it for all local elected officials. The objective of the Public Trust and Government Ethics training course is to help officials protect and avoid violations of public trust. Hey, let me give you the course right now. Be decent. Don't steal or cheat the taxpayers. Quit being asswipes. Lesson's over. Lesson's over. Why the hell are we wasting time and money on a course for public trust and government ethics to teach these rotten bastard politicians how to be honest? Hey, if you ain't honest now, you ain't going to be honest after this course. But see, it's coming up election time, people. Here's Brendan Kelly, nice guy. He's putting this together. They're all running for cover now. The objective of the public trust and ethics is to help officials protect and avoid violations of public trust. Trust in public institution is the heart and soul of democracy. So we have to make every effort in our community to earn the strength that brings the trust. St. Clair County State's Attorney Brendan Kelly said, prosecution is one way, but prevention is another. No, prosecution is the only way. You're not going to prevent these rotten bastard politicians. Unbelievable, people. They got to have a course on ethical conduct. How the hell you have a course on that? You're either an ethical person or you're not. In this stage in all these bastard politicians' lives, they're not ethical, and they're never going to be ethical. But now, I got a certificate. I went to this school. I'm saying that I'm ethical. Look, I got my achievement award. That shows you how afraid these bastards in St. Clair County are. That just shows you. Criminal consequences for violation of public trust. Yeah, you go to jail. Course over. What the hell, people? We're going to waste time and effort and money. Roger Cook just walked in. Roger Cook, co-chair of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. How asinine is this that they got to put on a public seminar for elected officials of our county to tell them how to be trustworthy, how to not be unethical? What the hell's wrong with St. Clair County?
Hey, good morning, Bob, and thanks for having me on here again. Listening to you talk about this last few seconds, why can't we have election law ethics? Now, look at what's going on in St. Clair County for years and years. Look what we learned down in Cahokia yesterday. 1,600 absentee voters.
Right.
Those were collected by the politicians, the candidates, the precinct committeemen to beat Mayor Gary Cornwell. Look what happens in East St. Louis. All the thousands of absentee votes. Look at all the illegal voters. I would say respectfully to Brendan Kelly, let's have election law ethics. Let's get back to where this country was founded on one vote, one person. You live in the district, you vote. Let's concentrate on that, and let's bring honest government back to the people of St. Clair County.
Roger, you couldn't have said any better, but here, I think at this point, Brendan Kelly, nice guy, but he's like my mother used to tell me, Bobby, you're playing with the wrong kids. And I think their mothers were telling their kids, hey, you're playing with Bob Romanik, you're playing with the wrong kids. But for Brendan Kelly to be so hypocritical when he and everybody up there at the courthouse knows what's going on below the hill, knows about all the theft going on for our votes the most precious thing we have, our vote. Steal my car, steal my bicycle, steal my ex-wife, maybe, but don't steal my vote. And now Brendan Kelly is putting this out, going to be an ethical course for political leaders. Brendan Kelly, I got to say, I'm disappointed. I'm not mad at you. I'm disappointed in you for being so hypocritical. If you want to start with ethics and politics, get down there below the hill and straighten up all the voting fraud, all the vote buying down in East St. Louis. You know it's been going on for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. All your political friends know it's been going on. But this is, to me, Roger, like a smokescreen. We're going to talk about, hey, Roger, that guy stealing the candy bar back at your store, and you run back and get him, and I take all your money out of the register. I think this is asinine that Brendan Kelly is putting up this smokescreen so we can worry about public trust when they're down there. He's letting them. And the St. Clair County culture of corruption is letting all that vote fraud going on. And people throughout the county, when you say, it's in East St. Louis, we don't care, you better care. Roger Cook got the election stolen from him. A lot of people have got the election stolen from down in East St. Louis and below the hill. So don't say it doesn't affect you for everybody in St. Clair County, because when you go vote for a candidate in the county and they steal 8 votes for his opposition, you might as well not go to the polls. So it does concern you.
Well, Bob, I'm not going to let it divert me from the real cause that I'm here for, and that is to break up this one-party rule, the monopoly. There's no check and balance in government, and when you have that, you get a culture of corruption. That's clear. I think everybody agrees with that. I am so excited because we have the state police in Illinois that are involved in investigations. We had the FBI involved. We need our local state's attorney to get busy and bring honest elections to this county and let the majority pick the candidates. Yeah. And we are not going to move off that. That's not going to divert me from it.
I'll tell you what, I know the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition has talked to the FBI, has talked to the governor's office about having fair elections in East St. Louis. And one good thing, Roger, the election in 2016 will be a federal election. So the federal boys will be out there. So you rotten bastards, not the voters, not the good people of East St. Louis, but you rotten bastards that steal the good people's votes. Watch out. 2016 is going to be a federal election. And I just want to say this before we go to break. I hear from my good sources in East St. Louis that Mayor Amika Ustinka Jackson Hicks, she's united back with Parks and Greenwood. The people that they were fighting, they've united back. And her Daddy Dickie Slicky Eddie the Gerbil Jackson, they're back with the group they fought. That shows you the inbreeding that goes on. And Amika, I donated $5,000 personally to you, and you come crying for another $5,000. I give it to you. I think that's a violation. I can only give you $5,000. I didn't know I couldn't give you more. You must have known that. I want my money back, Amika, and all the in-kind advertising, the $25,000, $30,000. I hope you report that, because I want my money back, Amika. You told us you were going to fight the culture of corruption. You got elected and you went right over with them. And you good people of East St. Louis, you were okey-fadoke from day one. So, Amika, you stinker Jackson, and your daddy, your bitch daddy, is he your daddy or your mama? Daddy Dickie Slicky Eddie the Gerbil Jackson, you people ought to be ashamed of yourself for what you've done to the once great city of East St. Louis. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio. And we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio. And we are, as always, very, very proud to be the Patriot. We don't have a lot of time left. I want to salute Bill Bremen from Belleville for the letters to the editor about many lives paid for freedom. Bill, I can't read this whole article. Great article. I want to salute you and every American that stands tall for our flag, for our country, that loves our country. So thank you very much. I've had people say, hey, Romanik, you're fighting these bastards. Watch out, they're going to hurt you. They're not trying to hurt me. Last week, I got to tell you, won't give you his name. Come up. Wait, Romanik, what can we do for you? We'd like to shut you up a little bit. Let me tell you, rotten, stupid bastards, one thing. I can't be bought off. I can't be threatened off. And I certainly can't be scared off by you political jerk-offs. Can't do it, won't do it, but that's what they do, people. They'll go to somebody that's the leader, somebody that's involved in the organization, and they'll buy them off. They'll threaten them. You're going to lose your job or I'm going to expose you for something. That's how these bastards get this power. But let me tell you, I can't talk for Roger Cook. I can't talk for the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, but I hope and I believe they feel the same way. They're not going to be bought off, threatened off, scared off. They're here for the fight. This is a fight not just for their lives, but for all of our lives in St. Clair County. And I mean that sincerely. If these bastards keep on keeping on, there'll be no services, there'll be no police protection, because there'll be no money, because all the political hacks will have the jobs. I read the Monitor, a great paper out of East St. Louis. Lanina Kaysen, she fights to keep her judgeship. She reapplied for the job that she shouldn't have been thrown out of. She was only thrown out of because she exercised her right. She wanted to be a circuit judge. So she put her name on the ballot. And the Democrats in St. Clair, they didn't get mad that she ran as a Republican. They were mad because she come out from the plantation down in East St. Louis. She told these ignorant, stupid son of a bitches, the white political slave owners and the black, the no-count black, what we call them, what do I call them? Plantation Negroes. She wasn't going to be a plantation Negro anymore. And I challenge all you proud blacks. I don't want you to take what I've got. I'm not going to give you what I got. I want you to get everything, black, white, men, women. I want you guys to get everything you've worked for, everything you've earned, and everything you deserve. And the proud black community doesn't deserve. I want to see every black man, every black woman below the hill have the opportunity, you hear me? Opportunity to get a good education so they can get a good job. I don't want to have to support people, black, white. I will. If somebody can't work, I'll give them food. But I won't give people food that can work and just won't, or people that can work and don't because they take a handout from the St. Clair County Democratic Organization. You proud blacks, I got to be a Democrat. What the hell's wrong with you? You got to be a Democrat. They're holding you all down. I want to see every black man, woman get a great education, get a good job, so we can all contribute to this great country instead of all of us trying to take. You know, you can only take so long if you don't give something back. There's going to be nothing more to take. But Lanina Kaysen, I want to salute you. And I just hope with the 2016 election coming up that you'll think again about running for judge. There's a lot of good people surfacing for candidates against these rotten bastards because they know this is the last time that we're going to have the opportunity to destroy these son of a bitches. The St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, Roger Cook, they've been busting their ass. They're all throughout the county. I've been busting my ass on the radio. I think the message is out there, people of St. Clair County, and Lanina Kaysen is a poster child for that message. If you decide you want to be somebody, if you want to do something, don't let any son of a bitch, I don't care, black, white, purple, green, hold you back, because they won't be held back, and we're just as good, if not better than them. So, Lanina Kaysen, what a great article. You've done your job, Lanina. The only thing you did wrong was get away from the slave owners, the political slave owners, and come down out of the plantation, out of East St. Louis, and you let them know that you were proud. Loudly and proudly, you said, hey, I'm a proud black lady. And if you were a proud white lady, white man, black man, you have every opportunity to exercise your right to run for office. So I want to salute you, La Nina Kaysen, as a true American. And I just hope that you fight the fight, La Nina. I hope your friend, your family, I hope everybody, not just in East St. Louis, not just below the hill, but above the hill, understands the message that I'm trying to send, because it's a message for all of us. Roger, we got about another minute. As the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition chairman, co-chairman, what do you think about this La Nina Kaysen situation?
Well, I know La Nina. I met her back a couple years ago when she ran. You know, I hope she runs again. I hope she runs in this 2016 election. We'd welcome her and support her. You know, we've been out working to build the coalition, Carl and I. You give us the voice on this radio station, as we appreciate so much. And we are getting good candidates. We are getting former Democrats that are fed up.
That's what I've heard.
With this machine in St. Clair County, good candidates, possible candidates to run on the Republican ticket with us for some high offices. And I think these are high character people that I've known for quite a while, but they have had enough, and they've left the Democratic Party because they're not going to be treated like this. We all know we need a two-party system. We need check and balance in government. This is what we've been working on daily. It's not easy. It's a lot of hard work. But if we ever accomplish anything, it's bringing honest government back to our people so we can stay here in St. Clair County.
You know, Roger, the election will come up next November, and it's an election cycle. Always takes a year through the cycle, but the nominating petitions will be coming out September the 1st. Will there be any point in time where the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition will make some kind of special election announcement?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've got commitments from people. Our Republican Party has commitments from people, and we've got one heck of a slate building. We've got quality, high character, people with backgrounds in government and in business, people that have stood up against crooked politicians and the culture of corruption, and I cannot wait to get that information out. But we'll wait until we have exhausted all of our efforts, and we'll be so proud of this ticket, and we think we got a great chance.
Well, I hope, Roger, they not only have a good background, I hope they have a good backbone, because whenever the St. Clair County Democratic culture of corruption, and they understand now that they're going to be in for a fight of their life because the Democratic Party is crumbling as we speak. It's going to get nasty. I just hope all your people have the backbone to fight these bastards, because it is going to be a political war in St. Clair County in 2016.
Well, we got so much ammunition about it, it's not even worth talking about.
Well, that's true.
They use the old whisper campaign. They scare the workers that they gave jobs. You got to get out and get your family. You guys better get your head straightened out, because you know what? We're running this county. You're running jobs out of this county, people out of this county, and we need to change this and change it now, and that's why the effort is so strong on our part.
Hey, I'm going to translate what Roger Cook just said. He said, get your head straight. What he meant to say is get your heads out of your asses, because the time's coming. Mr. Roger Cook, co-chair of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, it's always a pleasure. You come anytime, get your word out. Mark Sweetcakes Kern, you come anytime, get your word out. God Sprague, you come anytime. John Red on the Noodle, you come anytime. This is America's Voice of Freedom. I'm not a hypocrite. I'll let my enemies come on, because even though there are political enemies, they have every right as an American to be free, to speak free. I will not let every military hero who is over there in Jefferson Barracks Memorial, I will not let their lives be in vain. I will exercise my right that they fought for, and I will fight to give that same right to my political enemies. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio. And we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll continue to expose all these rotten bastard political people. We'll also be a community service. We're here because we are America's voice of freedom. We all have the opportunity not to get our 15 minutes of fame. You have to earn that. But you do get, as a proud American, 15 minutes of recognition, and you can get it right here on the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM. I don't care if you're for us or you're against us. If you're an American, speak up. Because if you don't speak, your voice will be silent. And once they silence your voice, that's when hell breaks loose. We can continue, people, I'm telling you, to fight together, to unite, because it is a fight for our lives, our economic lives, our children, our grandchildren's lives. We can fight. So let's fight this fight. Let's unite. Let's drag. Let's expose. And let's do what we have to do. Not what we may want to do, but what we have to do. Fight till the end. Fight to conquer and destroy this culture of corruption in St. Clair County. Destroy them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha.
The Patriot.
Your First Amendment and All-American station. A division of Insane Broadcasting. Renegade Radio.
KQQZ, St. Louis.